And welcome to another exciting episode of Caribbean Classroom. Tonight we're live and we're in Flushing, and I got a program for you that's about to blow your socks out the water. So sit back, relax, enjoy. This is a live broadcast, so you can call us and join the conversation at some point. My name is John Crow, the host and the producer. Tonight we're speaking scholarships. And I know there are those of you who are watching me who have young children, teenage children, college, ready for college age children, and you're worried about where you're going to get the money from to pay for them to go to college. Well, I have a group of people here tonight who, that's what they do. They help people find colleges and find money for school. One lady has her own school. Another lady help out several young people who are trying to get to high school. I have another one. She's the president of an organization that recently gave me an award. Watch out, dressed up and ready to go. So tonight we're going to talk to them. As well, coming up later on, I have a choir of young people who are going to blow. I mean, they sound so sweet, but they're nervous, they're frightened, but they're going to get through this. I mean, you'll love them. I just know that you're going to love them. I just know you're going to love them. I just know you're going to love them. I'm telling you. They're from Bushwick. You know, so that's why you're going to love them. But anyway, let's get to this program. I have with me, starting from my far right. If I'm looking at you, it's my far right. Or if I'm turned this way, it's my far left. Whichever way you want it. Miss Carnice Modeste in her beautiful orange summer colors. Good evening and welcome to Caribbean Classroom.
Good evening.
Yes, and Ms. Mercedes. I'm seeing you for the first time. No?
No.
You seen me before? You seen me, but I don't remember seeing you before. But you know who I am. Well, we're going to get familiar after the program. Welcome to Caribbean Classroom.
Thank you.
Dear friend of mine going back in time, oh God, the gray hair coming. You see mine is right here? But it's only up here, or anyhow. Miss Adjua Gifford is here. Welcome to Caribbean Classroom.
Hi, John.
And you had to wear white. I should send you home. That's what the principal do, right? Miss Entratica Robinson from the National Association of University Women. Let me just go back over the introduction again. You in NAUW, yeah. Flushing North Shore, right? Yeah. And you are with?
Future Scholars of the World Incorporated.
Okay.
Also with Future Scholars of the World Incorporated.
Okay.
And St. John's Educators Scholarship Fund in Grenada.
There you go. Beautiful. 4 beautiful ladies with lots of information. Now, okay, let me just jump. I started out on saying about the scholarships and parents looking for scholarships. And you guys, each one of you in your own way, is providing I would say a service to young people and to the parents in terms of assisting with what they should and do and how they can go about doing this thing and the next. What do you say to them? And anybody could jump off the title. What is it that you want to say to parents so that they could understand the importance of what you do?
I think that they should definitely, especially for the high school students, they should definitely speak with the guidance counselors, because that's what we do. We submit our applications to the guidance counselors at the local high schools for them to complete and submit.
Your organization?
Yeah.
Okay. And actually, no, let's by full disclosure, you also worked with one of the CUNY schools.
Yes.
In the same capacity
LaGuardia Community College.
Of working with students.
Yes.
And what is it that you see at LaGuardia in terms of students coming into school and looking for money or can't find money?
I find that the students don't do their research.
Okay.
That's what I find. There are a lot of scholarships available, but students don't always know about the scholarships. That's because they don't do the research and they don't read, and I don't think the parents do enough research either to help the students to get those scholarships. And as far as the guidance counselors in the high schools are concerned, they don't do a good job either, in my book.
Okay.
And Merce can tell you more about that.
In terms of preparation?
In terms of getting the information to the young people that there are so many scholarships available to them and helping them with the essay, because most scholarships you have to write an essay for it. And so I don't think they do enough in helping them to locate these scholarships, one, and two, to help them to develop the essay.
Mercedes?
Yes, I think that what Adjua has stated is absolutely true. But I think more than that, our youngsters are not prepared for the college process. And in not being prepared for the college process, they are not prepared to apply for the scholarships. And the process begins long before the years in high school.
Right.
And parents really need to work with their children to focus not so much on just going to college, but to focus on education. Because it is that preparation that leads to the kind of scholarship.
Well, when you say education,
Yes.
Clarify education. I mean, I'm in school.
The business of learning.
The business of
The
learning.
business of developing study habits.
Well, we have some young people listening, so we could help them out a little bit right here. I planned this perfectly, you know,
Yes,
to have this
right.
choir here, this young people choir. So explain to them what is it that they need to do, because they're the ones who right here could listen to you right now. We know they're listening. We don't know who's watching.
Okay. Well, for the young
Talk to
people
me.
who are already in high school, they need to become preoccupied with their work as a student. That is an important position and job in their life because it leads to other avenues. It leads to choices. It leads to access to the kinds of scholarships that we're offering as well as other groups. One of the roadblocks that we encountered as an organization willing to provide scholarships to young people was the lack of applicants.
Talk about the boys and how absent the boys are. That is not even, they're not even present.
Well, boys are preoccupied with other activities.
Like? Well, you don't
Like the young ladies. Well, I was a high school principal. I have a sense.
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
a mother of 2 sons.
Oh, okay. Well, you're an expert. Okay, go ahead.
I have a small inkling.
Okay, go ahead.
Boys are preoccupied with those activities that allow them to feel good about themselves. And for far too long, our young boys come into high school and they're not prepared because they have not been connected with their learning.
They're learning.
They've not been very successful. And again, we're not talking about all boys, but we are talking about
The ones who-
significant numbers of young men who don't feel confident about themselves in the arena of education.
Okay.
And so what we're saying is that preparation is key. And the preparation begins in the first classroom. That is at home.
At home. So the parents' role. And now your daughter, your daughter at your recent not graduation, what do you have again? Your
Retirement.
recent retirement. Say
Congratulations.
Thank you.
that I am so proud of the fact that I don't have a student loan, I don't have any kind of payment. What is it that you did that you could say to someone watching now? How were you able to educate these 2 young ladies who are brilliant today and they're professional nurses like you are, and doing as well as they're doing? What is it that you did? What's the secret?
Well, I don't know if there is a secret. As Caribbean parents on a whole, I think we are prepared, and from our culture, we make sacrifices for our children. And coming to New York, we carry that with us. And as one of the young ladies said, that maybe because we make so much sacrifices for our children too do not explore enough to get the scholarships that are available, because we are so prepared to do 2 jobs, 3 jobs,
5 jobs.
4 or
and
5.
whatever it takes, because we value education and we want our children to exceed. So that's what I did. If you want to know what I did, and I was pretty strict, both my husband and myself, in making sure that they follow the rules and do
So
what
6
they had
o'clock
to
at
do.
home means 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
at
they
home.
knew when the street light came on that they had to be inside. That was the sign.
Inside and doing the homework.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think it
Yes.
definitely comes back to the parents. Definitely, I definitely agree
was the mark.
that our children should get better in the business of education.
Absolutely.
But I also think that it's up to the parents to assure that their children are at the business of education. And if there are any shortcomings, that the parents make them up in terms of seeking the scholarships.
How difficult is it for NAUW to find applicants?
Extremely hard. Extremely hard. It's like we have to search high and low to get applicants. And actually, our scholarship
They're
is
not prepared.
one of the few that give scholarships to not just the A students.
Okay.
So to qualify for our scholarships, you don't have to be the absolute 99,
Right.
average student.
Right.
And to still not receive applications was kind of a quandary.
But how do you notify those potential applicants? NAUW is offering scholarships. How do you notify?
Well, generally, we've gone through the schools,
high schools?
the high schools, right?
Okay.
And we go to the library, like just the local community, letting other organizations know that the application is available.
Churches?
Yes.
And still having a difficult time.
We've still had difficult times. In the last 2 years, I could say we've had a good amount of applications, but we still, for the amount of students that's in the area we serve, it's way too.
You're not getting
few.
you're not seeing the numbers. But
Exactly.
okay, Adjo, you're in the school. Why you think that is? Why you think they're not responding? Even those who hear about it, why are they not responding?
It's apathy on parts of the students. It's also the fact that sometimes they're not pushed. The envelope is not pushed for them hard enough. We run a GED program, and so we just entwined in that is college preparation. So we say that, yeah, you might get your GED, but it doesn't stop there. You have to go on to college. So we look for the scholarships. We look, we help them with their financial aid packages and things of that nature, but it doesn't happen everywhere. So where we might do 20 or 30, you can multiply that exponentially, the amount of students that need the scholarship money, but don't look for it. They don't go to the library and do research. They don't go online and do research. They don't go see the counselors. And sometimes they go see the counselors, but the counselors too sometimes tell them, "Oh, we don't have anything available."
Because
so that happens too.
But wait. You said a former principal?
Yes, I was.
So what is it that the counselors are not doing?
Well, I'm not.
Those not all counselors, not all counselors.
No, I understand.
But
I
those
understand.
what is it that they're not doing?
Well, one of the things that I saw when I took this school over was that the students, while there was potential for them to apply for scholarships and to go to college, many of them had this apathy that Anjua spoke of. They did not have this attitude that I can do this and I'm going to do it. They didn't see their purpose in that realm. And so we created a course for seniors that would help them with the application process, that would help them to write the obstacle essay, which is required for most of the scholarships.
Right.
And even with that kind of support that was provided in this school, and that was one of the schools that we sent this package for the scholarship to, we still did not receive significant numbers of youngsters applying. And I think in part that has to do with that it requires work. It requires a certain level of discipline that unfortunately too many of our youngsters are not willing to develop.
Young people, you agree with that? If you agree with me, you clap. Everybody is clapping. That means that you have to agree with that. Put you on the spot. But okay, I want us to. Okay, this is setting up the framework and the backdrop to what we're really going to talk about, which is the services that you guys provide. Now, I will start out with you, Adjo. You have your school in Malam.
Malum.
Oh, Malam. Excuse me. In Malam.
Get it right.
Malum, Ghana.
Ghana. Why you need to go to Ghana to establish a school when we have students here who need the help to
You don't want to
provide?
ask me that question.
Go ahead.
That's not the question you answered. Listen to me. I work with the students here in New York City. And Merce can attest to the fact that we put out a scholarship application, and we got very few applicants, and we sent it to all the schools in Southeastern Queens. So why Ghana? Well, Barbara, my girlfriend Barbara over here, and I went to Ghana 16 years ago, and about 7 years ago, we visited this particular village, Oshie, and they asked us if we can help them, build. We had actually adopted the school and was paying the tuition for all the young people in the school.
How many students were that?
And when we started, it was like 120, 122 students. We almost have about 600 students now in our school.
We got some slides, I think, right?
Yes.
Can we see some of the slides as we?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let me show them. So
Thank you.
educational materials, as you'll see in some of the slides, we took books for the young people. I mean, just for those young people, books are so important to them because they don't have the opportunity to be able to get a book. from anywhere. So for us to bring books to them, for them, it's like Christmas in July, you know. So that particular village is in so much need, and you can probably say this about most of the countries in Africa. And not everybody in Africa is poor. Let's get that straight. Not everybody's poor.
True. Like I saw one of the pictures with there's a Volkswagen or a Toyota van standing right there, like, you know.
Yeah.
And I knew that was not a tour. That was not a tour van.
Wasn't mine either. You know, but they thirst for education.
Right.
All right, and the fact that they have to pay for it, young people, you don't have to pay for yours here.
In the United States. Right.
You don't have to pay for it.
Right.
We give you the books, you throw them away. We give you the pens and the pencils, you don't pick them up. You know, you don't open the book to study. And I'm not saying all of them, you know, because we
none of those who are here right now. None
we
of
have
these.
a lot of students who go off to college, a lot of students.
Right.
But these are people who are thirsting for the knowledge, and so, you know, we do our missionary work, if you want to call it that.
So far, Mercedes, has it been, you have had some successes?
Yes, I just want to say that the reason why we do what we do, first of all, most of us in this organization are educators, and we've spent most of our professional lives working with young people, and will continue to do so. But the other thing that we understand, and Regent Sanford said this very eloquently many years ago when I attended a conference, that we stand on the shoulders of greatness. We are children of the diaspora. Our children need to understand that the place where their ancestors come from is not backwoods.
Right.
They need to understand that they are human and that they have the same kind of vulnerabilities as humans, but there's a greatness that exists between us and among us. And we are looking to continue in our work of helping with the school in Ghana. We're also looking to continue the work that we're doing here and to bridge and to take children. We've taken children with us on...
Really?
Yes, we have, to our trips, and we've encountered other groups. There's a group, Frederick Douglass Academy, that they have the children come to Ghana, and they do similar kind of work in terms of working with children. When we travel to Ghana, we've brought small groups of children, and we intend to increase the number of children traveling with us.
So, no, when
this is continued education.
When they visit with you,
Yes.
What's their reaction when they look at those kids there and the condition?
It is an
Because, I mean, I grew up in a
overwhelming
little
cascade
island.
of emotions.
Uh-huh.
First of all, they cannot believe that young people who don't have access to the same kinds of technology that they have access to have the joy and happiness in their hearts.
And want to learn.
And want to learn, crave, thirst learning. But two are young people, and so that there are similarities that they see between one another, and there's a bonding that takes place, and they teach one another. The young people that travel with us, maybe they're going to read to younger children. Maybe they're going to share some of the activities. Like we had one group showing the kids how to make keychains out of lanyard. And so the children there shared something that they do in Ghana. It's just a rich experience that you cannot have in a classroom.
Tracey, do I hear connection here? Choir going to Ghana to perform?
Absolutely. They have a choir in our village. They have a choir.
They're
and
phenomenal.
Phenomenal. As a matter of fact, they were the national Ghanaian champions for the last 2 years.
Oh.
So definitely they can come with us.
It would be a wonderful, wonderful meeting.
Exchange.
Yes.
No, okay, Candice, I'm coming to you now. You, and by full disclosure, I'm part of this YouTube. And so I can say we have taken on this task of raising money to send back home, pretty much what you do, to children and families at home whose parents can't afford to buy uniforms,
Right.
shoes. Are you listening?
Yes.
They have no nice things to put in their hair. They don't get their nails done. They don't have the fancy stuff that they can, they can get watches, etc. So and why is it, and I've been dying to ask you, why you got involved with this thing?
Why I got involved? Good question. Well, I'm a product of poverty myself. So I
That's not
didn't
true.
have
You don't have plenty of money. But
I haven't had the opportunity to go to secondary school, what we call high school here.
Right.
However, I managed and sacrificed and excel very well. Today, I'm sitting with a master's degree in nursing with a focus on nursing education. So I thought it best that I should give back to my community where I came from. So the thought came to me that I should honor the educators whom I benefited from.
Okay.
Because I was able to leave Grenada and come to New York and do a GED without attending high school in Grenada, which shows the level of education in Grenada at the time that would have allowed me to do that. So now I wanted to do something to help the children who are less fortunate, who, as you said, are not able to buy the books, the shoes, the uniform. Because right now, education, high school education in Grenada is free. The parents do not have to pay. However, they still have problems providing the transportation to get to school. They still have problems buying the uniform, the books, and whatever else it takes, the lunch, to provide for the children to go to school. So I had a thought that I should develop a scholarship, one child, two children, by myself.
And this is high school. We're not talking
High school.
high school to college. You're saying from just
From primary school to high school.
Right.
So I shared that thought with a friend of mine, Mr. Michael Passy, and then he said, well, why not just say St. John's educators instead of focusing on just the principal who I owe and I have in such high esteem. Okay, so
And his name, what was his name?
Eli Peters.
Okay.
Okay, so we decided to honor all the educators in the parish of St. John, where I am from, and so we started in 2008. We gave the first 2 scholarships, and we have increased every year by 2. So now we're up to
No, I think we're up to 6. Can we see the
6.
slide? We have some slide. Go ahead.
We're up to 6. And the parents and the children, they are very grateful. Every year we have a,
No, go back to the, go back
ceremony
to the students, yeah.
where the
Those are the 6 on the screen now.
parents and the children
6 or 5? 6, right?
get together and
So then, okay, let's go to the fun stuff. And so you do this thing, the boat ride. Now we could
yes.
You know,
So I had to become very creative in coming up with ideas to raise funds, because this is just one person, not an organization. And my partner, Michael Passy, he lives in Alabama, so he cannot give me as much physical help. So there is a website that says GoGov, which is the tongue from where we're from. And Mr. John Crow happened to be browsing, or somebody informed him that there was a website. And he saw that I was struggling with this thing all by myself, and he said, this lady needs help. And
I didn't even know who you were. I
yes,
truly didn't.
but
no, I saw, what really got me involved is that I saw scholarship children, and I said, well, home, I'm not from that town.
Right.
I'm not from that part of the island, but I saw it as a need, and I said, well, I could help. I mean, I ain't got money in my pocket, but I could, whatever the assistance that are needed, I could, you know, put myself in there and try to make it happen. But
so
yeah,
we have been doing a number of activities, like every Mother's Day, we have made it now an annual event that we do a luncheon cruise. And people enjoy it, and they support us. This was our 2nd one this year. We are now looking to do a luncheon. We're going to do a theater luncheon at Hunterdon Hills Playhouse on July 30th. So we're hoping that to be a success where we can send some more funds home.
To help children.
To help children.
Ms. Antradica, don't feel left out.
Oh, I don't feel left out.
There you go. Because NAUW has been in existence now for over 16 years.
Oh, Flushing North Shore.
Flushing North Shore, that is.
Right. NAUW has been in existence for over 100
Well,
years.
100 years, right. We're talking about Flushing North Shore,
Right.
of course. And you guys, I mean, your mandate, I think, is to be providing...
Scholarships on an annual basis.
Right. So far, how many have you...
Well, this year we awarded 5.
Right. Talk to us about NAUW's involvement with the scholarship movement, if I would use that phrase.
Well, we do actually give out scholarships every year. We try to give out no less than 5, though. The area that we cover is the
And
Flushing,
how much money is we talking about?
between $3,000 and $5,000.
Really? What? That's big. That's big
not
money.
Of course.
No, this group of students here, they're from Brooklyn, right? Brooklyn? Yes. Anybody from Queens? Two from Queens. Okay. Okay. So tell them how they could.
Well, we give out the application. The application comes out every year in October, and it would be at your local high school, or it would be at the library, or at the church, or you can always contact me.
Okay. Can anyone who is watching right now,
Right.
interested in what you're doing, can they be a donor, a sponsor?
The website, nauw1910.org.
NAUW, say it again.
nauw1910.org.
Okay.
You can go on the website and leave your information.
Okay.
Or, I mean, sure, you can call me. You want to call me? You can call and
Oh,
try
I'll
to-
call you anything.
Oh, boy.
You don't have to invite me to call you. I'll call you. All right. Tell them the number.
You can call me at 917-6.
That's your personal number?
Well, yeah. But it's
Okay. You know, about 5,000 people watching right now. So,
That's
you
fine.
got a stock on your hands. You're blaming me.
They can always leave a message
Right.
at 917-680-0566.
Okay. Adjoa, how can someone who want to sponsor your group, want to be involved with your group, want to help out, how can they reach you?
We also have a Facebook page. It's Future Scholars at Facebook. We have a website, Shutterfly. We have a Shutterfly website, so you can go there as well. It's Future Scholars at shutterfly.com. And our telephone number is 718-657-6266. And we also have our email address, futurescholarsinc at AOL. So you can contact us that way. And Mercedes is the scholarship chair, so.
So they're going to be contacting Mercedes. Carnes, is there a number that people could reach us? That we could publicly give? I mean, we don't give you a personal number.
Well, the children who are applying, of course, they are in Grenada.
Right, no. I'm saying people
So-
might want to be of some kind of a support.
No support. My number is very public. It's 917-903-6337.
Okay. That is St. John's.
St. John's Educators Scholarship Fund.
Okay. And it's the,
Future Scholars of the World Incorporated.
which is the same as Adjoa's.
We're the same organization.
We're the same organization. And you're the scholarship chair. Tell them how they could reach you.
At nauw1910.org, or Flushing North Shore branch has a Facebook page at Flushing North Shore.
When do you meet? I mean, can anybody be a member of the organization?
Oh no, in order to be a member, you have to have a bachelor's degree at minimum.
The applicant.
Yes.
And have to be referred?
Yes.
Someone has to refer you.
Yeah.
So I can't be a member.
No, you can't. Be
I can't be a member. Women.
Women.
Yes.
Women.
Thank you.
I could put on, maybe do a sex change or something. I don't know. Try something. All right. This is the give it a time out. The give it a time here. But no. In closing though, I want you guys just take a minute and speak about the apathy and parents. What is it that parents need to understand in terms of push the children?
You just said it. Push your children. I mean,
The money's out there.
Yeah,
to be
the money's
gotten.
there, and the parents really need to work with the young people to help them access that information. And the children also, I mean, we're talking individuals who want to go off to college, so then they need to pay attention to what it is that they want to do, and then make sure that they do the research to
And
get
take
the
pride
applications.
in doing it.
Right,
Completing those applications
and on
with,
time.
with pride, on time, with the intelligence that we know that our children have.
And learn to write. Learn
That's
to
right.
They,
write.
they have to write, they've got to read,
Yes.
They have to be preoccupied with their scholarship early on and develop those study skills and the discipline required to not only do well in school, but to apply and research for these scholarships.
And learn to put sentences.
Together.
The cat
Right.
jumped over the fence. Make it make sense.
Right, and understand that in this world, most of the time, you're seen on paper before someone actually sees you.
They don't know who you are.
That's
But your
correct.
writing is going to sell you.
Absolutely.
Learn to write.
Maybe
Okay.
because parents, again, maybe parents are doing too much, so they don't see the need.
I don't want to give the parents any excuses. You did a lot. You did
Yes.
plenty. And your children could publicly stand and say, my mommy and daddy stood behind us and made us who we are today.
Right.
You did 5 jobs or whatever number of jobs you did. So that's not a reasonable excuse. I mean, I have a 6-year-old.
Well, maybe if we do less. My point is, if we do less in terms of providing the financial support
or giving,
for
you know,
school,
or
Giving them
the
everything.
then the
cushion.
children would seek the scholarships that's out there for them.
Maybe that might help. Listen,
Yes,
ladies, I thank you for this quick half hour here. We're going to move to the next level. Stand by to kill microphones. I'd like you might like this, right? If you could put a song on the floor, Shiv. Take a look at this. Claude, are you ready? Roll tape. We'll be right back after this message. Watch this.
Hello, my name is Bishana Aitim. I would like to say thank you to my parents, my cousin, my family and friends who have been here and very supportive of me. I'm very grateful for this scholarship award, and thank you to Ms. Renetta English and the NAUW Association for giving me this scholarship award. Thank you.
Well, first of all, we'd like to thank the National Association of University of Women for awarding Bishana the scholarship. And we know as parents that Bishana is going to make us proud, and she's also going to make the National Women Association very proud. Because, as I say already, she's focused. I mean, she went to St. Gabriel School, she went to St. John's University and St. John's High School, and then all the teachers is one word about Bishana, and that's what is an exceptional student they have seen for a long time. So I know that Bishana is going to make both we and the association very proud in our endeavor.
I hear an accent. Now, which country are you from?
Well, we're from the beautiful nature island of Dominica. Dominica is situated between the French island of Martinique and Guadeloupe. It's a population of about 70,000 people, over 200 square miles. So it's a beautiful island. So I wish everybody to try to visit the island called Dominica.
Dominica. I love it. There you go.
Whenever I go to Parents Teachers Night, what a wonderful thing for every teacher to say, your child is an excellent daughter, you know. And this is what I'm proud of her today. And I'm grateful to be here also with her.
Well, I believe she's a very nice child. She's very focused. And she's young, and we have no problem with her. I mean, she's very focused in everything she do. She's very disciplined, and we know that she will go a long way in her future.
What is it that you want to say to your cousin?
Congratulations, of course, because she's very determined, very focused again. Do good in school basically, because make sure you have your A's and B's, because you have to maintain, of course, your studies, and make sure that she does what she wants to do and make sure she achieves her goal.
Okay, young people other than your cousin who might be not sure as to what they want to do, what would you say to them?
Stay focused, basically. Make sure you don't have a lot of distractions around you, because when you have a distraction, basically, you get caught up into doing something that you want to do instead of something that you need to do.
Tell me how you feel about receiving this scholarship award today.
Well, I'm very excited because this is my first scholarship award, and I know that it's going to help me with all my expenses, so I'm very grateful and very thankful.
Your parents speak very highly of you. Has the support always been there from them?
Yes, they have always been here for me. They have always tried to push me, try to persuade me, motivate me to do well in school, always try to encourage me. So it's always been there.
What would you say to young people who are watching this and might be somewhere not sure as to what they want to do, what would you suggest to them?
I would say to keep focused, try your hardest, do well in school. Always stay focused. Don't get distracted. If you have any problems, ask for help. Ask for guidance.
How do you keep from being distracted?
Well, I just stay focused. I just forget about things. If I have to do something, I make sure I get it done. Not to be late. Try to get it done right away, and just keep focused. Also, yeah.
All right. Thank you. Good luck and congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hello, and on behalf of the ladies of NAUW Flushing North Shore Branch, we're pleased to share with you our annual schedule of activities serving the North Queens community since 1995. Every year we host a family and friends games night, a holiday gift wrap service in partnership with the local Queens area Barnes & Noble bookstore, the Dr. Hilda A. Davis Educational Series, our annual membership tea for women interested in joining NAUW, and finally, culminating with our spectacular annual Scholarship Awards banquet held in May of each year. For detailed information about any of the activities and events you just heard about, email us at nauwfns@yahoo.com or join our Facebook group under National Association of University Women Flushing North Shore Branch. Thank you for your support, and we hope to see you at one of our many events.
And welcome back. Welcome back. Do I get a... Well, we're into the other half of the program, and the young people who are on the set with me right now, they are from the Grand Street Campus Chorus. I said before that they're from Bushwick. I think the school is located in Bushwick.
It's in Williamsburg.
Williamsburg. Okay,
Yes.
close enough. 2 subways. Okay, hold the microphone up. This is, and standing next to me is this beautiful. I mean, I'm feeling like a king tonight. All I got around me are beautiful women. This is, and she's a king, so I can't go wrong. Tracey
King Everett.
King Everett, and you are the.
I'm the director of the choral program at Grand Street Campus, and this is a part of my chorus.
This is part of the chorus.
This is part of the
No,
chorus.
you got to hold it up. They said you got to hold it up there because for some reason it's not picking up. Maybe I should put 2 of them. I don't know. Okay, but tell me a little bit about the chorus.
Well, we are a campus of 3 high schools, and we draw from all 3 high schools to form our chorus. And we perform several times during the year, 4 major concerts and other satellite activities. We sing outside of the school, in the school, and
where are some of the places you perform?
City Field.
City Field?
We just performed, I think, 2 weeks ago at City Field.
That's the Mets place?
Yes.
For the Mets?
Yes.
Is that
Yes,
why
this
they
was
started winning again? Or?
That's why. We were there. You know?
They need all the kind of help they can get now.
That's right. That's right. And we have a wonderful arts program. We have a wonderful dance program, wonderful band program, and the kids are just
How many? You said 3 schools in that?
Yes, there are 3 schools: Enterprise, Business and Technology, Progress High School for Professional Careers, and Legal Studies, the School of Legal Studies.
School of Legal Studies.
And they're all housed in that same building.
These are high school students we're talking about.
These are 3 high schools under the same roof that used to be called Eastern District High School at the corner of Bushwick and Grand Street.
That's why I said Bushwick. See, I was, I was saying that
close.
Close. Williamsburg, Bushwick, all of that.
That's
but
right.
anyway, we ain't here to talk. I mean, we want to hear the voices.
Okay.
Right? But before we go, listen, I would like each one of you to tell us your names. I'm going to just go around. If you could hold your spot, and I'm going to go to each person. You will just tell us your name.
Natalie. Leslie.
Am I going too fast? All right.
Francis.
Francis.
Emily.
Emily with a pretty smile. All right. And up back here is
Candacia.
Candacia with a pretty earring and thing in the ears.
Corey.
Kaya. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the Grand Street Campus Chorus.
Never have sunlight on your
Did you ever know that you're my hero? Everything that I would like to be, I can fly higher. I can fly higher than eagle.
guys are terrific. Tell me your name again.
Emily.
I can get a shake hand? Hey, such soft voices. So strong voices. No, wait, I had to talk to the piano player. And your name again?
Kaya.
Kaya?
Corey.
Corey.
Candacia.
How you handle all these women, boy? Let's talk to the piano player for a minute here. So how you, no, I find out before we enter on the air, oh, my microphone is not, this handheld is not on? It went dead. Give me the, oh, back up. Here we go. They tell me that you went into you graduated from York College and you were trying to remember where you know me from. Now, tell them who you are and what you do with this choir other than play the piano.
Well, my name is Mr. Nightingale. As you said, I did graduate from York College. And I'm also a teacher at Grand Street campus, and I work with Miss King. In addition to what I teach, I'm a math teacher.
Math teacher, y'all. Give us a math teacher, math teacher.
I'm in math and special education, and I also work with the Grand Street campus chorus with Miss King, and it's really a pleasure for me.
But we still, you said Mr. Nightingale?
Yeah, Mr. Nightingale, like the bird.
Nightingale. Do you sing too?
Yes.
Really?
But you probably hear them more the time than me.
Give me a C. Let me see if I could. Oh no, I can't make that. I ain't gonna try that. Listen, Mrs. King, come over here. How proud are you of these young people?
I am extremely proud of them, but it's a pleasure. It's a privilege for me to work with them also, and I love them. They're great. They work very hard.
How many members of the choir?
It's upwards of 35 when we're all together. Yeah.
And people book you and stuff like that?
Not yet. They don't book us but we get a lot of invitations that we have to turn down because sometimes we get them too late.
Because it gets into the way of study as well.
Right. It absolutely does.
Because the priority, the singing is great, but the priority is still school.
That's right. And sometimes I find children under my desk and behind doors and things.
They want to get in the choir?
Music. No, they just want to stay in the music area. They just want to.
Who hides behind the desk? Wait. Do you have? Somebody. None of these, of course. Although I do see a face kind of look like eyes went down, but we ain't calling no names. But can we get a song that will take us out?
Yes, graduation song.
Or isn't something that you did before? It don't matter.
Okay, we'll do graduation song. Is that okay?
Okay. Sure, let's do it. Do you need a bass? I can do bass. Yeah? You do? No, you don't trust it. Okay, go. We don't have a lot of time. Listen, on Caribbean, where am I looking? Who am I looking to? On Caribbean Classroom, you don't know what you can find. The Grand Street Chorus. Grand Street Campus Chorus from Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Go on. All the times we shared together made us so strong. Singing Grand Street home and community has helped us see what we can be. And now the future's meeting me. We will move on today. We're taking our steps, advancing in every way. So to you, farewell and remember me. I'm seeing as far as I can see. Hope you'll be what you want to be. Now it's time to go. Let the people know that you have this role and achieve our goals. And now we move on today. So we say we will go on, go on to live our lives. Together made us so strong. Oh, we will go on, go on to live our lives. Made us so strong. Singing Grand Street campus has helped us see what we can be. I know for sure that God's with me, and now the future.
Did you know that the Black Heritage Reference Center of Queens County is here to enrich your life? Hi, my name is Tracey Crawford, curator of the Black Heritage Reference Center of Queens County. Located at Queens Library's Langston Hughes Community Library and Cultural Center, we house New York City's largest circulating collection of resources about the African diaspora. From microfilm dating back to the 1890s to the latest books and films, the Black Heritage Reference Center provides resources suited to fulfill your research and recreational needs. Are you interested in attending a creative writing workshop, author talk, or an entertaining performance? Then the Black Heritage Reference Center is the place for you. All of our programs are free of charge for you to enjoy. We are the Black Heritage Reference Center of Queens County, located at 100-01 Northern Boulevard in Corona, New York. Contact us at 718-651-1100 or visit us on the web at queenslibrary.org. Stop in to find out how we can enrich your life today.